Hello and welcome to today's Where's the Trade? My name is Joshua Bellinger of OptionSizzle.com, and we're going to look at Apollo Group today. So late in the afternoon, I picked up on this put activity, and the reason for the increase in put activity was was on a few news outlets or news sources that an activist is going to or is starting to initiate a short position on this name. So most of the focus are on the weekly options here, which expire in 4 days. That's typically going to be the contract that is most active on Chatter. And again, for those that are not familiar with Chatter or think Chatter is a real thing to come, Chatter is that. It's very rarely that something like this will ever pan out, or does pan out, especially in a couple days. So what I always try to look at is where the money's going into and what contracts are the most in focus. So these are the contracts that are in focus here, and then I start looking at other contracts that are back of the board. So some of these trades here were bought, same thing in these March 17 puts. What I do want to take a look at though is the chart on the 5-year weekly. So the interesting thing is that it's in this downtrend. You can clearly define it by this moving average here, which is the 20-day moving average on the weekly. And those that trade patterns, you have this wedge, and today we broke down. It's on light volume, but again, this is a weekly chart. If we look on the daily chart, you can see that volume has picked up. This actually has me interested. Now, I don't think that the weekly options are the ones to go with, but looking at this and it's breaking to weekly or 5-year lows, and if the market starts to turn lower, this is one that could be interesting to play to the downside. Now, just in short, the thought I would look, or the trade that I would look to do, would be selling these 17 weekly options against the March 17 options here, selling the put and buying the put for a calendar spread. You also will get one more week if these open up again to sell that weekly option again, and you could possibly have that trade on at zero cost, or even with a small credit, looking for that over the next 18 days to roll and continue to roll over.